Hey, Faevoured ones, welcome back to another pick a card reading. I'm Kymmy, and this is my channel, Faevoured Readings. And today we will be doing the topic of wishing on dandelions with Lyrans. And for those who don't know who Lyrans are, they are various types of humanoids from the Lyra system, which is based off of the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. Eurydice, I think it's pronounced for her name. I have practiced. Hopefully I finally got it right, but we're going to continue on anyway. Inside of the Greek mythology, where he was the most greatest musician that even inanimate objects could be charmed by his melodies. So for any of you that are interested, I have a link below for the Galactic history so you can learn more about the Lyrans, Starseeds, and star systems. Is by Debbie Soloris, as well as you can look up history of Greek mythology with Orpheus and his lyre instrument. And yeah, so for piles selection, we have this time different stickered lions, and we have this one here facing this direction for pile number 1, and pile number 2 we have a big boy, big lion, and then the last one here we have this. So I will have a thumbnail with all of the options for you to choose, so you can sit there and ground yourself and before you decide, or you can roll a dice, which helps me choose when I'm feeling a bit indecisive. Or you can watch all of them as well if you feel called to. Remember, these are not personal readings, so take any information that you feel resonates with you and true to your journey and run with it. And the information that doesn't stick, let it fall off. And for today we have Colette's Dream Weaver's Oracle. Baron-Reid is her last name. And I will be pulling from the deck and reading from the book as I am still learning this new deck. And yeah, so I will see you inside of your piles. Timestamps will be listed below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if possible. That would be appreciated. Oh, also, before we get into it, I have a discount Lion Safari t-shirt on, and you should totally check them out. They're a great band, and yeah, totally not shamelessly self-promoting them. It's not a sponsor. I just really like them. Okay, see you in your pile. Bye. Pile number 1. If you chose this line, then this pile is for you. Let's see what messages of wishes are you receiving here soon. Let's ask the Lyrans what wishes they see coming in for you here soon. What is it pile number 1 wish are they receiving? These guides, guardians, ancestors, support system of the highest divine message. It's giving Piscean vibes. It doesn't have to, but it definitely could be an indication with the yin and yang and the 2 fish looking symbols here. It could also mean that you're bringing balance into yourselves. With Pisces energy, you're trusting your intuition more, which might have been a wish for you, is to be more trusting in yourself and being more balanced, finding balance within your life between play and serious responsibilities, between your home life and your work life. You just wanted to find a way to balance it all while still feeling, of course, at peace, and like you're not being torn in these different directions, like you're balancing them. I feel like that is something that's coming in for you. I feel like you're making more connection with your third eye, and also your ancestors, just the consciousness in itself. You're connecting with your guides and source, universe, whatever you would like to call it, the creator. You're becoming more open and receiving of those messages, and knowing you are coming more into your knowing of being. You could be clairsentient or claircognitive. You could be any of the clairs, but that's just ones that I'm really picking up on, is that you sense things like phone calls and people messaging you before it happens is coming in stronger for you. I feel like that was a wish that you had, is that you wanted to be connected more to your gifts. I feel like, yes, that's it. In the middle of the bridge is what it's saying. So I feel like the bridge between you and the 5D and higher realms are becoming more cohesive, working together more well knit, which is bringing forth your gifts and finding more peace in your life. Working through your heart chakras, through speaking your mind, and through also speaking kindly to yourself, with the fish symbols here, with your heart chakra being green and your throat chakra being blue, and speaking your truth, and you're healing your heart and your throat by speaking your mind and your story, but also you're healing your heart through speaking, and you're speaking through your heart. So I feel like you're listening to your heart and speaking from it, which is helping opening up your throat chakra, and in return, by letting that throat chakra not choke, then you are also healing your heart, because your heart feels safe to bloom and blossom and give you your needs. Your heart may have been afraid and calcifying over because it was afraid to tell you your true heart desires, because you had been for a time not speaking out on what your needs are, and you could have been shouldering other people's needs as well. I also feel like a Kundalini awakening, because in the back here it looks like scales, and balancing of the two dragons, of course, as well. So it reminds me of also the symbol Caduceus. You could be a spiritual healer or a natural healer. You could also be in modern medicine as well, or had in a past and are working more towards your spiritual gifts. You're moving from physical healer to spiritual healer, or incorporating a bridge between the two. So I wanted to read from the book here. Number 15 as well. You could be a life path number 6. You don't have to be. Also, number 6 brings out more communication. So you could be a communication speaker, public speaker, or you speak out on the truth. And that's something that you're moving towards more, is waking up the collectives. For some of you, this ain't nothing new. But for some of you, you want to try doing it in a new way. You want to be more assertive. You don't want to be just planting seeds for those to find out along the way when their awakening happens. You want to be there on the front line, handing out pamphlets to all the new, people who are waking up into their consciousness, into their spirituality, into who they want to be. They're waking up to and not sleeping on themselves anymore. For those people, you're like handing out pamphlets. You're like, here you go, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone gets a podium. But at the same time, we have some BS to deal with, and here's what's going on, here's to catch you up, and here's how everything's going to be okay at the same time. So I feel like you want people to know the truth, while also knowing that love always wins. 5665 could be a number that you've seen a lot. It was 33 at the beginning of the video as well. But yeah, I know that 5665 means love conquers all. So I feel like you're really stepping into that energy pile, number one, of stepping into love conquers all, but also the true self shell. I almost said a cell or shell. So you could be doing it through long distances by phone and like doing videos, or you live on the coast area, or you're from from coast to coast, like, oh, this like shell phone. They were just seeing a lot of you could work with water. It'd be a water signs, not just Pisces, very watering energy coming through. Also, like the telephone, the game of like telephone, like shut the shell up. So you're like finally telling people who are not for you to F off. You're finally putting boundaries up and telling people where to go and how to get there and to lose your number. So number 15, the middle of the bridge, the essential meaning. Learn from different viewpoints and life experiences, compassion, listening, and meeting in the middle. Sometimes we get stuck seeing the world in a particular way. Maybe you've been indoctrinated to see things from a specific vantage point due to your past experience. After all, society conditions us in the same way, encouraging us to follow the trodden path of this is how we do things. Maybe you've been comfortable throughout your life without finding it necessary to be open to different perspectives. Things have worked out well so far, so why change? You're being invited now to see things from other points of view. It is an appropriate time for you to engage in deep listening as you are learning from other people and situations that are completely different from your own. This is a divine orchestration and a celebration of nuance and complexity that will expand your capacity for understanding, love, and compassion. I think for others and yourself, that's a little tidbit there. Stay open to whatever you may discover. Trust it will change for the better. This is also a brilliant moment for creative endeavors that will surely surprise you as you create the divine. Let's reverse that. The universe would like you to take a deep breath while co-creating with it and remind you to relax and allow yourself peace. Here, your affirmation pile number 1 is, I am at peace now. I allow myself to feel pleasure. I allow myself to rest. This is also a brilliant moment for creative endeavors that will surely surprise you as you meet the divine halfway across the great divide. Allow these innovative ideas and new perspectives to land your heart, to expand your heart. Yeah, land your heart. Land your heart's desires. It's going to happen. It's time to land. That eagle is going to land. It's actually cool because in the Lyrans system, with the lyre supposed to be carried off by an eagle. So yeah, that could be, eagles could be extra confirmation from the Lyran systems for the next little bit here, or confirmation that you are a part of that system, especially the birds with the blue avians. That could be confirmation as well. This is a beautiful moment of exchange of gifts for the highest good. In the middle of the bridge, just know you are blessed as you are. You are a creator. You are infinite. You are going to have setbacks, but your comebacks are going to clap back like thunder, even more. So I wanted to pull one more card here and get some messages for you. Can we get one more message? I will take it. Take it and go. Some of you might like stand-up comedy or working towards comedy. The Lyrans just really want to let you know that your wishes for laughter is coming in, for a time to feel joy within your heart. And that's not a lot to ask for. Yeah, I feel like your divine ancestors and the Lyrans want you to know that your spirit team is really inviting you to rest, because even they feel like it's time to rest. Even the most mightiest dragon gets tired, right? And don't worry, it's safe for you to sleep with them. They will help rest. Ask your ancestors to help you when you're about to go to sleep if you have been dealing with hard times and staying asleep, or if you're just having a rough time during night times anyways, just ask that they be with you. And sometimes it's okay to say goodbye to the old versions of yourself and not resonate with them anymore. Some of you are putting that old version of yourself to sleep, and you're starting to ask yourself a lot of questions about who you are now and what you want currently with the currents. But yeah, you're going, what do you want currently? What old ways have you been put to sleep? You know, another message is you're waking up your dragons. Yeah, you're waking up your dragons. For those dragons who are already awake, they're learning a new dance. And some of them may be feeling a little bit shy, or even yourself. For those who are a bit more severe energies of self-doubt or imposter syndrome is what I wanted to say. For those who is, you could do this with your eyes closed. You could sleep and still be doing a lot of work. Actually, that could be a message. Some of you could be doing a lot of work in the astral right now, with your spiritual teams, and cleansing a lot of trauma through dream associations. So if you're feeling more tired during the day, they're asking you to rest because you are literally all working the midnight and burning the midnight oil, because when you work in the astral realm, your body doesn't get as much rest as it would. Just like inside of Avatar, the last airbender, when Aang goes out of his body and does the work, when he gets back, he's still super tired, because his body didn't get any rest while he was gone away fighting in the astral forms. So it's the same for you, is to know you're safe in the astral, as well as those who have been doing a lot of work in the astral. Give yourself a break in the physical, like a legit break is what I'm getting. But yeah, for some of you, you've gone through the dark night of the soul and you're starting to find out the bits and pieces of yourself that you want to keep from before you went through the dark night of the soul, and what new hobbies and niches and amazing things that you want to add to yourself. It could be that you're waking up. Yeah, you're also waking up a version of your gifts that was already gifted to you from a past life, is starting to awaken as well. Like, I'm getting the quote from the movie Mulan. Awake the great stone dragon, and like you feel like you need to wake the great stone dragon, and that's little Mushu. But Mushu is like a great guardian and a great was exactly what Mulan needed. And the Lyrans want you to know you are exactly what your collective, what your clients need, your friends. You are exactly as yourself what they need in this moment, and to give yourself a bit of a break. They still like you. It's been a hard, rough time for all around with the Mercury retrograde and Venus retrogrades. We had like 7 planets coming at us, and it's a lot of energy. So just remember that you are enough. You are the great stone dragon already. You are fun. You are amazing, just as the Mushu you are. Some of you might be learning how to cook as well, because Mushu know how to cook. That's another wish that could be coming in for you, is knowing your worth and knowing you are good just as you are. Learning how to cook. You're learning how to say goodbye to old versions of yourself. You're learning how to become a medium and a connection of spirit to the physical, and balancing your work and fun and serious and play times. So let's see here. We're 32. I don't know why I'm getting under the sea. Well, it is water. Well, it is water. Take it from me. Some of you have been working with water scrying as well, as what I'm hearing. Are working with shells, Aphrodite, Neptune, those types of connections. When it's time to say goodbye, the essential meaning, completion, ending, death leading to new beginnings, and loss. So yeah, dark night of the soul, an ego death, whichever one you want to call it. When it's time to say goodbye, it's time to end one way of being and move on to a new chapter of your life. Yeah, you are manifesting your new self. Pile number 1. It's time to end the way of being and move on to a new chapter in your life. This can be accompanied by pain, because you have to say goodbye to someone you love, someone who has meant something to you, someone important. You may not want to let go, but you must face the loss and the grief and the blessing of what was. Other times it is necessary that you purposely put an end to something. Perhaps you need to walk away from an unhealthy relationship to be true to yourself, or maybe a connection has run its course and it's just how it is. Right now, you are meant to close the door on that part of your life so you can begin something new, something meaningful, and something designed for your beautiful self-expression, success, and happiness. You can be sure it is time for a different experience a more aligned, authentic way for you to be in the world. You've come so far. Be brave and blessed all that has come before now. Who will you become? So much magic awaits. So much magic awaits you. Just wake up that beast and roar. The Lyrans want you to roar. You're wishing on Dande-lions to have that voice, your solemn roar. Maybe you were getting singing lessons. Maybe you're putting your book out there. Whatever it is, your lion's roar, you are getting that wish come true, my pile number ones. So I appreciate you coming through. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Well, you don't have to. You're your own adult. And yeah, remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye! Pile number 2. If you chose this line, then this pile is for you. It was 2552 on the clock when we started. So 2 and 5's big changes, and duality is going to be a big thing for you. You can also look up online what 2's and 5's repeated mean for you and see which ones resonate the most. So let's see, Lyrans, what wishes on Dande-lions are coming true right now for our pile number 2's? Please and thank you. Can we get a card? I'm going to take this one. Woo! 28, a firebird is called to soar. I think right now your career, your talent, your creativeness is taking soar. Your abundance is taking soar. Because with with a phoenix, when it dies, it just comes back. So I feel like I got money, I spend it, I buy it, it comes back. Any money I spend comes back to me 10 times fold. Any energy I spend on someone else, the divine spoils me with even more. I feel like I get it, I got it, I got everything I need. Energy is coming in for you, pile number 2. I really feel like that's what's coming in here, especially with you could have a divine counterpart, although you are complete as a person, but you could have someone who's coming in to share your life experiences and share your happiness with the blue and red there for balancing each other. Also, blue talks about with singing, and your passion, so stroking your passion and speaking out on your own story. I feel like right now you're really glowing. You could be working on working out and the way you eat, and just an overall healthy glow is coming from you. You could be working out. Some of you could be adding to your family, whether that's a fur baby or an actual child. Some of you feel like the glow of you having on stage. Some of you could be having more performances, doing what are they called? Having an interview that you're going to knock out of the park, as well as doing markets and like those TED Talk type of things. It could be exactly a TED Talk for some of you. That's confirmation. So number 28, a firebird is called to soar. Essential meanings is being fully yourself, knowing who you are and who you're becoming authentically, shining on behalf of the divine. Yeah, absolutely glowing in your creative gloriness. Do you know who you are? What you truly value? What matters to you? How you genuinely feel about things? Can you be that person without worrying what others think? You are truly unique and special being with your own path and your own journey to travel. You have incarnated with a purpose to build into your very being. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to look for it forever. Look for it ever. Oh, I guess it's like a stop. Like, you don't have to look for it ever. It's inside of you and has been all along. This is something to celebrate. It's just a great symphony is made up of many instruments, each one into. This is something to celebrate. Just as a great symphony is made up of many instruments and each one integrate to a whole, your special note is essential to the great song of life. You need to play your note and not someone else's. Yeah, I feel like as though you may have been like one of those people pleasers, wallflowers, one to dim your light, and you're not anymore. You're putting it on high. You are putting it on beam. You are putting on high beams. You don't care who's driving on the highway. It's your highway. If they don't want to get blinded, they can go and get in their own lane. That's how you're acting right now. So yeah. So at this moment, being yourself, speaking up about what's important to you, and making choices from an authentic desire to participate is always what's best for everyone. You have come so far in life. It is time to be proud of who you are and what you have to offer to the world. Like a firebird is called to soar, you are called to express the fullness in yourself and to shine. Just remember your true heart. It's okay to be vulnerable. Take off the mask you hide behind. Then, and only then, can you make an empowered choice to fly. Ready? The dream weavers think you are. I think you are. The divine things. Heck, even your own soul thinks you are. It's been so ready. It's like, I'm ready. Tap me in. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to soar. I'm gonna soar so high. Butterfly in the sky, I could turn twice as high. Some of you might like reading Rainbow. Might be part of the LGBTQ. You could also be a reader for others. You could be, one of your wishes could be to do voice acting or be one of those people who read for Audible. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Or to do ad-libs and like be a feature on someone's song and someone's gonna be reaching out to collaborate because you're making yourself be known. Since you're not hiding yourself, people are like, yo, what are they doing? What are they about? And you're like, I'm about this. And they're like, okay, I'm about it. I'm seeing what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm rolling what you're smoking. Let's do this. Yeah, one more card for piles number 2, please. What does the Lyrans think? So what wish is coming in? Can we get the Lyrans? What messages from the Lyrans on what pile number 2 wish is coming true for them? I will take. Am I taking both of these? Okay. I will show you the other one because I think it's just for symbolism. You know what? I'll take both of them. I'm going to take them. They fell out. I'm going to do it. You get an extra card. As I usually am in a pile where I get an extra card, you could be a pile where you get extra cards and less confirmation, so I'm going to do it. Number 6, when you feel the magic, sing. So yeah, you're finding your song in your heart. Some of you could be a part of culture where matriarchs are important, as with whales. They communicate through songs and stories that could be important to your culture, as well as practices of sharing life experiences through stories. Some of you could be bringing that generational tradition back by starting to sing songs about your family and your experiences. Also with echolocation, some of you could be going on the radio or podcasts. Also seeing symbols in the skies. The Lyrans want to let you know that your inspiration will come from nature. Look to stars and animals and the trees for inspiration when you're feeling a block with creativity, whether that's through writing, music, or just dancing. I also feel like your inner creativity is just as important as everyone else's. I feel like you may be listening to a lot of other people's ideas on what your inner song is supposed to sound like, whether that's an actual song that you're creating or just your life's song, as it was saying before with this card here, 28, when it says your great song of life, you are an essential note. So yeah, not letting other people my nose is itchy. Anyone else? I feel like people might talk about you a lot and what you're creating, and don't let what other people might say about your creations or telling you you're not good enough or it's going to take a lot of work, and as if you don't have the dedication. Yeah, don't let other people's hot air, people who are full of hot air, interfere and cause 7 of Cups for you, where you feel like there's too many options or too many obligations or too many things on your plate. If you take it one fin at a time and one breath at a time, coming up for air, one breath at a time and one fin tail smack at a time, then you will reach your destination. Just like every whale's tail has its own unique print and imprint, you have a unique imprint on your tail as well. Your tail will leave a unique imprint on the world, so you don't need other people to tell you your story. You experienced it better than anyone else, and if they don't understand your story, well then in some cases be grateful they don't. Be grateful that they don't have to understand that kind of hurt, or look to people who can relate and will understand, because those are the people who are meant to hear it. And not everyone thinks whale sounds are amazing, and then there's other people who will literally only use whale sounds to fall asleep. Find the people who are willing to fall for you and your creations. You're worth floating around for. But yeah, you have a unique imprint on the world. Stop hiding yourself away. You're jumping through portals to find your tail. You're jumping through portals to find your tail to sing your song. Your unique tail is meant to leave an imprint on the world. Stop trying to hide your tail from everyone in the world. Stop hesitating when you feel like you want to share something and you feel like people probably won't care. There will be someone there who is grateful you told your story. Whether they tell you it directly or not, it will spark something inside of them. And one day someone will find the bravery to come forth and tell you that yes, this whole time that they've looked up to you. But yeah, if the fox can't find his tail. So yeah, you don't hide your tail. Don't hide all of this creativity and sparks of ideas hidden, and only show this blank and colorless tail that everyone thinks you are about, but really you're so much deeper and full of so much color and wonder and mystery and music and love. You're full of it. And you're not full of ish. You're full of... I had something. It was gonna be epic, but you want to know? You're not full of you're not full of ish. You are the ish. Yes, I did it, and so can you. I know you can do it. You can totally do it, pile number 2. I know you can do it. Hopefully I can read off these cards. I think the message came through pretty heavily though, but I will read it anyway. Number 6, when you feel the magic sing. Essentially meaning an aha moment, on the right track, hope is real, and you are cared for, your partnership in the spirits is true. Aha, that moment when the light bulb in your mind goes on. Your heart goes ding and time stands still. Suddenly a bright light reveals something that was hidden. You have been looking for it but didn't know it. When you feel the magic sing, you know your connection to Source, the love of the universe. In that one timeless moment, you realize that time can stretch beyond what you ever thought possible, and you are given an expanded view and a second chance. More of you is available for whatever it is you need to experience. This is access to more than before, and likely you are not going to know how any of this has happened. Now is the time to remember a moment like this in your life and be ready for when it happens again. Perhaps this reflection reflects your current experience. Regardless, you are about to enter a time of harmony where you will be certain of your alignment in the highest good for all. It is a beautiful feeling knowing that to know that your note in the symphony of life is pure and in tune. Use this moment wisely and be conscious of distractions. So when you feel the magic sing, and your intuition ping, you will know this is a time to receive, expand, and rejoice. Number 11. If the fox can't find his tail. Essential meaning: digging deep into your own authentic knowing, avoiding compromise, and chasing your tail. If a fox can't find his tail, it must be because he's chasing the wrong things and looking in the wrong direction, one that is unnatural to him. Sometimes you might feel yourself compromising to avoid conflict. If you are coming from a place of fear, then that may work in the moment, but you may still lose something about yourself in exchange. You know this deep down, but occasionally you need to be reminded to stay true to your inner knowing so you don't trade your trust in adequacy and giving into someone else's expectations or perceived dominance just to keep the peace. The same goes for following trends. Oh, everyone appears to be doing it, so you do it just to fit in or because it looks successful, but it's not sustainable. Now is the time to get clear in your unique qualities and offering based on your values. When you do this, it's automatically good for everyone. Don't say yes unless you mean yes, or you'll feel ungrounded. That said, if you're clear that you don't have all the facts, it's okay to change your mind, but only do it if it feels right for you. You can ask for more information so you can understand the situation better. Avoid the defensive reaction and including any assumptions you may have, and align better with the idea of win-win. Then you'll stop chasing your tail. You'll come from a gentle, grounded, empowering place. So much good is possible when you do this. So yeah, stop looking for other people's opinions on how you're going to be successful. You're already a success. You're already a big hit. Okay, getting that other perspective. I love how it was upside down and like, but you know, you're getting a new perspective. You have a unique tale that will leave an imprint on this world, on other people, on your family and friends and support system. It doesn't have to be all over the world, but it can definitely be all over the world. All right. Thank you everyone for coming through. I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, or subscribe. Of course, you are an adult, so you can do whatever you want. And so, yeah, remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. Bye! Pile number 3. If you chose this lion, then this pile is for you. So we'll go through and yeah, if we can get a card for pile number 3 from messages from the Lyrans on what wishes are coming true. For our pile number 3s. So we have number 35. All the threads of fate must bend. So I'm getting with this to really take a moment and breathe. So I'm going to do that with you, number 3. I feel like you're bending fate to your own will at this time. A lot of affirmations, big time magician energy coming through with a bending energy and alchemizing. You could be an alchemist, a very powerful manifester. You could be doing a lot of prayers at this time, prayer candles, lighting rituals. I just feel like you're taking the time to really savor the moment and knowing that you have all you need right now. I feel like for you, pile number 3 is that you're supposed to be enjoying the wishes that have already come true for you. I feel like there's so many wishes that have been woven and the fates have been bended in your favor at this time, that the Lyrans are just wanting you to relax and enjoy your feast. Enjoy the harvest of abundance that is you and your life. So I'm going to read from the book here. Number 35. All the threads of fate must bend. Essential meaning is being flexible, cultivating resilience and adaptability. There is no such thing as a solution that is perfectly set in one state of being. Nothing difficult and painful will remain that way forever, and nothing joyous and free will remain in the same expression forever either. And that's why it's important to enjoy this time of harvest while it is here, before it's time to start planting seeds again. Anyway, back to the book. Okay, I'm back to the book. Will remain in the same expression forever either. Imagine the weaving of threads of fate in a tapestry of life. The threads must bend and move, and as they are pliable, supple, not meant to be rigid sticks, life is the same way. Your experience of life now requires you to be adaptable to conditions and flexible as to how you respond to them. In this way, you build up a resilience to meet life on life's terms, will simultaneously continue to pay attention to your dreams and desires for most meaningful in life. Seen this way, all of the life experiences, you are a story that is always in motion and changing, dancing in the dream weavers, surrendering your desires, allowing curiosity to lead you into the dark and uncharted territories ahead of you. Right now, release your rigid ideas of how you think things should be and how the form of things should be and how other person should be, and just allow a state of wonder and curiosity to lead you. As yourself and wonder, what might I discover here? Ask yourself and wonder, what might I discover here? Let go of your assumptions. Be present to this beautiful opportunity offered to you right now. Fate has brought you this moment, but destiny will be what you make it to mean. So yeah, the fates have brought you this time of lush and wonder, and I feel like, because when I was reading it, I got from the movie from DreamWorks, Joseph the Prince of Dreams, Joseph the King of Dreams, sorry, it's the Prince of Egypt is the other one. Joseph the King of Dreams. I feel like a lot of you had dreamed this life into existence, but once you got it and now you're being celebrated, you may be like, I am not worthy of honor. It's a scene from the movie, and no, it is the Prince of Egypt. I am right. Prince of Egypt. Sorry, let me collect this message for you. I appreciate. I got confused because there is there's messages from both of them. The first one is that you may not feel worthy of honor, and the Lyrans would like you to know that you are worthy of honor. And it's like, how many threads on a tapestry is sewn? You may not be able to tell what's life. It's like, look at your life through heaven's eyes is the song. You may want to listen to it because it has a really strong message. But yeah, looking at your life through the Creator's eyes, through Source's eyes, and how proud of them you are. They are of you, and how proud you should be of yourself, and how proud I am of you too, pile number 3. But yeah, like, it's like the rocks at the top of the mountain is no mightier than those who lie at the base. And as well as there's the other movie from Joseph the King of Dreams, where she's threading his last piece of jacket that she makes for him. And it's bloom, 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 and grow. It is time for you to grow now. You've been bloom, bloom, blooming, and blooming. And you have so many layers and so many petals of you, but you don't think you're worth showing. You are the most beautiful flower, pile number 3. You are worth showing. Every petals, every act, every accomplishment, every wound you sewed over, everything you healed from. You're worth showing. You wouldn't expect someone to had a medal of bravery to hide it inside of a basement somewhere. Sure, that happens over the years, and the family still takes it out, and they're like, even if their family found it many years later, they would be super proud of it. Now, I'm not saying I condone war or that war is the only thing worth valued honor for. That might be how you feel. That might be why it's coming out, but you are worthy of honor, and no, it's not a participation award. You are honorable because you decided to come here and make something better of yourself. And if you don't feel like you're at that part yet, then, like it said in the book, that fate has brought you this moment, but destiny is what you make it. You are making your own destiny. Don't feel like you're not worthy of it. You are worthy of it. I feel like that's the wish list coming through for you, is that you're starting to feel worthy. So I don't feel like to lecture you or anything. There's some of you that needed that pep talk, but for most of you, pile number 3 is that you are feeling that. You're getting little aha moments every now and then coming through and being like, it's time. It is time. I feel it. I'm feeling myself. And so, yeah, you're starting to feel yourself. I feel, yeah, that's strongly coming through for you, pile number 3, is that you're starting to feel yourself. You're starting to know you are sensual and you are seductive if you're into that. If you are asexual, of course, you are being more assertive and really starting to just feeling your everyday life. Like, you're feeling your routine, you're feeling your art style, you're feeling your aesthetic. Can we get one more card for our pile number 3? Ooh-wee! That one popped out. Oh, I love how I said "owie," and it's like "ow." She wants to "ow." I feel like you could be partnering up with someone in order to collaborate, and you may not feel like you're up to par as this person, but if they want to collaborate with you, they're totally feeling you, yo. They're totally feeling you. And even if they aren't and they're only doing it to get their name out there, why do you think they would think that you are worthy of getting their name out there? Unless they be feeling you a little. So just know people be feeling you. And I feel like you be feeling yourself. You are finally getting your mojo back, pile number 3. And I feel like it's noticeable. So for yeah, mojo back, and you're really, yeah, you're learning how to feed the wolf inside of you that is for your best and highest good, is whichever one you feed the most. So you're going to feed both of them, because you know you need to be humble, but also you don't need to be hard on yourself. So you're learning to keep yourself in check, but also hyping yourself up, not being overly analytical and critical of yourself. You are giving yourself constructive criticism instead of being blatantly a bully. And number 1. Yeah, you're becoming number 1 to yourself. And with 35 coming into 8, you are infinite with this idea. You are infinitely seductive. You are infinitely aesthetic, unique. Number 1, when the storm spirit plays, essential meetings. Understanding how to navigate divine chaos, clear the air, stir the pot, scatter seeds, bring new possibilities. You are being asked to surrender your need to control outer circumstances, which is based on a desire to feel more certain, avoid confrontation, or resist change. This card signifies a time to trust that this chaos, this disorder, this turbulence that has shown up in your life is temporary but important. You're now able to let go of what's unnecessary or which you have been resisting releasing. Consider how clear the air is after the storm, how dead branches are pruned from trees, and how potential seeds are scattered so new life can sprout in new soil. Even if you find yourself in conflict now, there's a gift in this. It's inviting you to see how things from alternative perspectives and provide you with a lot of valuable information. New important possibilities arise from the chaos at hand. For now, the highest good for you is to remain in the center of the storm, meditate, and be mindful of your actions and your reactions. As they don't yet have all the information needed to make an authentic choice, watch and wait. There's a divine reordering at the root of this chaos. Listen deeply for an epiphany rising to greet you, and you will know the gifts this experience holds for you. So yeah, I was saying at the beginning with the pause, adapt, overcome. Listen deeply for the epiphanies to rise to greet you, and you will know the gifts this experience holds for you. When the storm spirit plays, amazing things are stirred up through this divine change for the highest of all good. Remember, you are a dream weaver too. Even if you must pivot, even if the threads of your destiny gets frayed, the pattern you set will be breathtaking. So yeah, I'm getting the song Cocoa Butter Kisses. I got burn marks on my sweaters, all my homies think I'm dank. So yeah, even if you got like burn marks on your sweaters and stuff like that, people be feeling you. I just feel like you may have been like bullied in the past or not given recognition or credit because you were surrounded in an environment where they just weren't able or capable of love and supporting others. You have moved on from that and manifested the next part. So of course, now that you are in a new environment, take the time to pause, evaluate, get a feel for the energies of this new school, new crew, new place of work, and just really get a feel of the waters before you start, putting yourself out there. It doesn't mean, ostracize everyone, but just get a feel for them. Make sure there's no snakes in the playground before you start taking off your shoes and stuff and getting acquainted with everyone. So yeah, that's sort of messages I have here for you, pile number 3s. I appreciate you coming through and hope you enjoyed this style of message. If you could give a like, comment, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. But of course, you're a grown adult and you can do what you want. So I will see you all in your next video, and remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. Bye!